we set out to do a very complex, multi-layered story with a lot of, storylines and characters, because that's what we like. The economy of storytelling is simply hard.
Now that we're 6 months removed from the final episode, has there been any particular either fan reaction, whether it be praise or criticism, that kind of stood out or surprised you the most with Arcane?
Kind of all of it. I think there's a lot of amazing moments I'm really, really happy and proud of in season 2. There's also some moments where we need to take lessons from, we set out to do a very complex, multi-layered story with a lot of storylines and characters, because that's what we like. The economy of storytelling is simply hard. There is constraints you work around with, and so definitely a lot of things to learn. Structurally, you kind of have to look out for and can do per episode, with stories. That's always the case, it's really not that different from how I think about, season 1.
I think what stood out to me the most, though, is how much people engage with the density of it, and rewatch and catch the details and find new meanings and bring bits of themselves to what that interpretation is. So there's so much where it's I'm frankly surprised they saw something that we put in such a tiny corner of the thing, or I'm so impressed of what they've added of themselves to the story that, we can only tell our version of the story and put parts of ourselves in there. And then it's up to the audience to bring parts of themselves to that same story. And the things that other people bring with them to our story and how they engage with that is so thoughtful and so considerate and so caring and just frankly so flattering to me as an artist who, we just want to make art to make people think about our place in the world and think about their place in the world and learn something. And people have, and that's just wonderful.